Last lecture we discussed about the basic things of strategic management, I think, right? Now we talk about some core activities like importance, and then in coming slides we would get to know about the various functions which we need to perform here under strategic management and its processes. So the question, importance of strategic management, can be answered by these all lines. The first point says accomplishment of long term objective. The planning process, if we get to know how the plan are actually executed and how the plans are derived, that we can give a definition called defining the goals and setting up proper course of action. That is what called planning. Yes or no? A simple planning. And in the definition itself we have been saying that strategic management is a course of action or is a methodology for achieving the overall objective of any business, right, or a long term objective of any business. So the point here, accomplishment of long term objective, right, this is the primary goal for applicable, you can say applicability of this strategic management, right. See, last lecture may we have been talking about what are the various general functions, how did we manage them, and now how we strategically are managing each of these functions, right. We now are being specific, task oriented, activity oriented, right. So let's say the quality control techniques like Six Sigma or total quality management, they are also in pursuit of achieving this long term objective, because we cannot just mess around the things. What we have to do is completion of task with utmost care, that consumer expectation should be fulfilled, expectation from the other stakeholders, let's say the creditors, debtors, channel intermediaries, the one who supply raw, you can say finished goods, right, the wholesaler, retailers and all of them, they should get proper advantage of company's policy, right. So strategically when we are aiming for any long term objective, definitely it is simplified when we have a proper strategic management in action, right. If we know about our environment, if we have scanned the environmental conditions, let's say both internal as well as external, last lecture we talked about this. Yes. Second point is saying helpful to study the business environment. Just now I did pinpoint it. What is business environment? The driving forces of any business which lead us to a particular decision making, which affect our management scenario, which are affecting our overall activity and their applications, right. That's called what? Business environment, both internal and external. Internal में क्या क्या चीजें आई थी last time? Mission, vision and objective. Secondly, human resource management or human resources, basically capital resources, then physical resources means land, labor, technology, infrastructure which company does have, labor management relationship, and finally at the end what? Top management philosophy, right. These all factors together are called as internal environment, and they are also called what? Controllable factor, because company is in a position to exercise its control at any point of time on these factors. It can go for more of the capital, right, it can gather more capital from any sources, let's say owned and borrowed, both the capital can be manageable by the company. Human resources, company can appoint some of the good employees who are trained, dedicated and loyal to the company, because such kind of candidates do have a proper implication, do have a different kind of applicability in pursuit of this long term objective, right? If I have a set of dedicated employees who are targeting as the company's target is, definitely we can achieve whatever you can say desirable position company wants to achieve. Then external environment, if we talk about, those are called uncontrollable factor, because that is not under the control of any company, right? Micro and macro, you cannot exercise your control over the society, because they would do what they are willing to do. They have their own expectation. We have to work at par with their expectation if we want to survive in their environment, right? Take example of Nokia. Many time I have given that. It was a market leader till 2011, and then something new has started to happen where in the market. The world has witnessed arrival of smartphones, and basically India, right, 2011 onwards. And then companies like Samsung, LG and many other competitors, they entered the Indian market and completely eaten up the share of Nokia, which was a market leader. Now it was struggling for its own shares, and it was the last nail of their coffin. Which one? When they adopted Windows Phone, when they launch up their Windows Phone, that was the last nail in their coffin, and now still they are in market but struggling, right? But what? Struggling badly, since it was a market leader, and now a company which is not even, you can say, getting a proper count in the you can say competitive environment, is struggling, right? Why? Because of one thing, they could not imagine the situation, how it was prevailing and how it is going to you can say change. And once they got to know about the change which was prevailing in the market, they did not adopt proper strategy, so they are nowhere in the market. Are you getting it? Then micro environment, micro environment include your competitors, suppliers, creditors, debtors, society, as I said. Macro, which is aggregative factor of whole of the economy, like socio-cultural environment. A country's social patterns and its culture does have a proper implication for purchasing and its own set of demand which they create. इंडिया में गौमूत्र और गंगा जल भी सेल होता है. Getting it? Because of some people, a lot of people do got sentiments of them attached to this particular product, right? Cow dung, जिसको cow dung cake कहते हैं, that is always there in the Amazon and Flipkart like sites. It has been sold at good amount of rupees, right? आप गांव में जाएंगे तो ऐसे ही मिलेगा, है ना? Every farmer, the one who is having this kind of livestock, गाय भैंस बकरी, उसके पास होता है ही, right? And to be very precise, 30% of the India's population still are not having proper LPG connections, and they are using this kind of material for cooking their food. Getting it? So this is country specific demand, and also our demand pattern has been influenced by our emotions, है ना? दिवाली के टाइम पे, ईद के टाइम पे, क्रिसमस के टाइम पे, राइट, न्यू ईयर के टाइम पे, वी बिहेव डिफरेंटली while it comes to shopping, है ना? These are the strategies, proper strategies should be made in order to capitalize these opportunities by the company, right? तो यहाँ पे it help you, the proper strategic management, if you are going to apply for, it is gonna help you in understanding your overall market environment, जिसको आप business environment कहते हैं. I tell you why a businessman must understand this. Mukesh Ambani and Anil Ambani, they both in 2006 when their properties got divided was at equal stage, right? One being the leader now, another being struggling for its debt, है ना? There is difference, actually difference. कैसे? Mukesh Ambani did play the rule of business, game of business with his father, the one who was experienced, the one who was knowing Indian mindset and mentality. Jio was launched in 2016, but they have done the same thing in 2001 when they launched up their cell phones, कीपैड वाले सेल फोन्स. उसके पहले सेल फोन्स का प्राइस 50,000 40,000 ऐसा था, दैट कीपैड वाला. 2001 में दे have a, you can say, agreement with LG and other companies, and they came up with 1099 rupees, है ना, 2099 rupees, 999, getting it. इतने सस्ते प्राइसेस पे उन्होंने सेल फोन सेल करना शुरू किया. दैट वॉज वन टाइम. सेकेंडली, दे रिपीटेड विद द सेम स्ट्रैटेजी व्हेन 2016 व्हेन जियो वॉज लॉन्च, है ना. जब जियो 2016 में लॉन्च हुआ, टिल देन द रिलायंस वॉज अ कॉन्ग्लोमेरेट, a company which is diversified with its business activities. They are into petroleum, they are into infrastructure, they are into retail, they are into constructions and everything, right? So taking up the profit from all these areas, and this company could actually manage to bear a loss of 1 year since its beginning, right? The reason was people who were, I tell you, a very large number of people in the country were not having connection or attachment with the social media, right? But when you get free for something, है ना, when you get something for free, what you get it, you take it, right? आप लेते हैं उसको, आप उसको यूज करते हैं, थिंकिंग कि आप जब तक फ्री है यूज करेंगे, उसके बाद ठीक है देखेंगे. एंड ऐसी माइंडसेट से लोगों ने उसको परचेज किया, राइट? परचेज करने के बाद दे यूज्ड इट फॉर 1 year. दे स्टार्टेड यूजिंग सोशल मीडिया साइट्स, फेसबुक एंड यूट्यूब लार्जली, गेटिंग इट. कंपनी ने वैसा माहौल बनाया, राइट? ऐसा एनवायरमेंट ही क्रिएट हुआ कि लॉट ऑफ पीपल नाउ, मोर देन टेलीविजन, दे आर वॉचिंग देयर सेल फोन. Getting it or not? पहले मे बी घर पे एक इंसान के पास वो स्मार्टफोन होता था, एवरीबडी वॉज गेटिंग, यू कैन से हॉटस्पॉट काइंड ऑफ थिंग एंड ऑल, राइट? जिनके घरों में वाईफाई एंड ऑल सिस्टम नहीं था. नाउ यू नीड टू रिचार्ज इट पर पर्सन, है ना? अ सिंपल स्ट्रैटेजी. सो हियर इफ यू बेटर अंडरस्टैंड योर पीपल, योर टारगेट कंज्यूमर, you can multiply your sources of income, right? That is the very basic benefit which we derive out of this strategic management. Knowing your customer, knowing your product, and matching their both demand and patterns. Now, help in identifying business opportunities. Now you are pro at this, है ना? How do we identify business opportunities? By analyzing the external environment. Yes or no? We do analyze external environment, and what we get in return is opportunities and threat. These are two things. माइकल पोर्टर का 5 force मॉडल हमने आपको एक्सप्लेन किया था. Yes or no? नहीं. The threat from new company which is entering in market, the threat from existing competitor which is already there fighting with you, matching your strategies or leading your industry, है ना? Third may be threat from the buyers, because any time they may keep changing their need, their habit, like, dislike, taste, preference. Guys, consumer is no more a king of the market. He is an emperor. Whatever he wish to purchase, the companies are ready to supply the same thing. And the company which is actually not supplying is not there in the market. There is stiff competition going on. There is cutthroat competition going on in the market. Right? Take example of Pepsodent and Colgate. Yes or no? PepsiCo and Coca-Cola. Right? These all companies, they are conglomerate. They are the multinational companies having business in many countries at the same time. Multi products they have. Matlab they are not dealing in same product line. They have width of the product. Different varieties of product they are supplying it for the satisfaction of their consumers' need and for tapping up the untapped market. You see, a lot of camping is going on. These beverages are bad for the health, but people are demanding. Lot of advertisement, lot of promotion, lot of health, you can say alarms are being triggered up so that people should not consume this soda and kind of product, but people do consume. Why? They advertise that way. They make you purchasing. There are two type of business strategies for selling: pull strategy and push strategy. In case of push strategy, the company heavily advertises the product and pressurizes the consumer to buy it. Maybe by the discount, sales, promotion, publicity, है ना? Word of mouth publicity. And second is pull competition. You can say strategy. What happens here is the companies do not directly tell you to buy the product. Let's say increase of sales in car will increase the demand for petrol and fossil fuel. Yes or no? Yes. अगर vehicles का डिमांड बढ़ता है, डेफिनेटली उसका रिलेटेड प्रोडक्ट का डिमांड बढ़ेगा, है ना? So company will directly, like Ramdev ji, directly will not say to buy the product. They will criticize the whole world that their product is bad, their product is bad, and we need somebody to say it that this product is bad. We start believing, we start analyzing, and then we figure out something which they want to sell and we purchase them. Right? That is the pull strategy. Got it? So we help, the strategic management help us to identify business opportunities and then threat also. Now next point is suggestion to maximize internal strength. What is the strength of any company? Batao. Goodwill, okay. Any more thing? Customers. Satisfied or dissatisfied consumer? Okay. And G? Employees, okay. And assets, okay. And bas. If you closely look to the internal business environment, favorable of those units will be the strength of the company. Let's say the employee which is trained, educated, dedicated and loyal, right? We don't want the kind of employee who is not dedicated to work, right? At least he should be dedicated to his variety of job, whatever he plays, right? If he is not loyal to the company, that's okay, but he should be best at his job, whatever he does. Getting it? Secondly, we can never forget the capital. Yes or no? Having good amount of capital which will lead us into taking strategic decisions. Let's say we want to modernize our company, we want to you can say trigger the use of modern machinery. For that we need to procure them, we need to purchase them, and that will end up spending a lot of money. Getting it? So for that I need money. For employing good amount of labor, quality labor, again they would be, if I am hiring the specialist, definitely they will be getting higher payments, higher remuneration will be given to them. Getting it? To attract them, to maintain them, to train and develop them, we need this kind of resources. So capital. Then of course infrastructure. Today if we can do these all things, right, in these odd situation also, that is because of we do have a proper infrastructure to support this kind of environment, right? Tools, technology, machinery, equipment, land, building, these all are the things. They can be our strength, right? Then a better labor management relationship. Employee, if not having trust on their employer, and employer, if not having trust on their employee, cannot do anything. The company cannot become a successful company, right? There should be mutual respect and understanding between these two parties. That's why this word is included. And last one, top management philosophy. The guiding force, the captain of the ship, right, which is called top level of management. If they believe onto their mission or vision, definitely the company will be leading in a fruitful way. And if they are unclear, right, undefined rules you can say impose upon, undefined goals they are working upon, definitely that would be a problematic situation, right? It will not only demotivate their employees but also to the consumer. Getting it? So here it helps us, the strategic management help us to identify our strength and build it, right? Then helpful to face competition effectively. Guys, in this market today, competition is something which is good for the consumers, also for the companies. Why? Because of that they are, you can say, moving towards perfection. Economies of scale means higher production at a very less amount of investment, optimum utilization of resources, minimizing the wastage of resources and quality control. If these principles are today in practice, so this is the reason competition. When you have anybody to fight with you, you practice your move. If you don't have any competitor, you sit back and relax and you do not practice. So when the time hits you with negative odds, you cannot survive. But if you are already fighting and struggling, that will become your strength and you will lead the negative situation in a positive way. Are you getting it? Right? So here that is called helpful to face competition. And finally, effective control. Controlling is comparison. Last lecture में हमने अच्छे से discuss किया था, I feel. To control means to compare. Compare what? And standard performance. Sir, when do we get standard performance? At the time of defining the business goals. We highlight this is our standard performance. This is what is expected from the employees to perform. And then what he actually does is become actual performance. We compare between these two and find out the deviation if there any. Deviation means any balance thing, any disbursement or disturbance, है ना, that we found. And if that is odd, that is negative, means your standard performance is higher than actual performance, what happens? We need to take corrective actions. We need to think about the training of employees, counseling him, providing him adequate knowledge if he is lacking in that. Right? Means we figure out the reason why he has been underperforming, or why that particular group of professional has been underperforming. We will check back the technology also, the condition of working, means all the situation which may affect it, we are conducting an analysis or interpretation. Once we find out the reason, we finish it off, right? We figure it out, we deal with that, and we rectify it. Got it? Finally, so effectively control. Dekho, when your plan is proper, right, when you know step by step this is what you are supposed to do, you do it rightly. And if let's say you haven't decided anything, आप शुरू करते हैं काम करना, राइट, एक स्टेप फिनिश करते हैं, फिर डिसाइड करते हैं आगे क्या करना है, इट विल वेस्ट योर टाइम, मनी, एनर्जी एंड द मोटिवेशन ऑल्सो. Guys, motivation is something which is important in overall process. If you are not motivated as an employee or as a manager or as a decision maker there in this kind of organization, if you do not believe on your plans which you are going to make actually, you cannot be anywhere. So you need to trust, then you need to get motivated by looking at you, other people who are dependent upon you, who are looking you for guidance will be also motivated, and then whole system will be falling apart in a planned way. Are we clear? Pakka? That word I need to include here, just give me 1 second. Now, this is a kind of inferences which has been drawn for you. Role of a financial expert in whole process of planning a particular strategy or developing or crafting a strategy, right? So in here, as a person who is expert of anything, will be playing an advisory role, right? There are lot of, let's say, financial decision to be made. Let's say you need to take up a project which is new. How you will get to know about the returns of that project's investment? By using capital budgeting, right? Who would be the expert of analyzing that capital budgeting scenario of project better than a chartered accountant, right? So you need to figure it out, right? You need to study the project financially and then recommend to whom? To the board, to the people who are authorized for making decision, right? So advisory. Then communication with the stakeholders, right? Being an auditor or being a maybe employee, be accountant, right? You need to communicate to the relevant parties. You need to convince them by using your own inferences, by your own interpretation. Let's say if I have given with a topic of conducting research that, sir, this strategy is viable, suitable for this environment of business or not, then I will need to analyze it, right? After analysis, I will be convincing a group of professionals that yes, this is either useful or not, whatever the case may be, right? So then flawless disclosure and reporting, right? What is the job of an auditor? To make financial statement error free. Yes or no? That's what a signature of chartered accountant represent, that this account is audited, verified, re-verified, and now it is flawless. It have no mistakes. So the non-financial candidates, non-financial members like the managers, engineers, and other stakeholders like shareholders and general people who do not have knowledge about this specific segment will be having trust upon you that this is proper statement of finance. Getting it? And then they will do what? They will rely upon. Management of board meetings and committees, right? Definitely. Maybe there are many companies who do have a separate department for accounting and all, है ना? Like if we talk about aggregative manner, the board, you can say Government of India, they always take help of Reserve Bank of India and their professionals in making financial policies, right? Because people in the government do not have accurate and actual information about whatever they are going to do. So let's hire the expert. Who is the expert? RBI. The economist and the auditors from the Reserve Bank of India help Government of India to frame proper policies which are in relation to finances, right? Likewise, you would be playing a very important, because see, एक प्रोजेक्ट का रिटर्न ऑफ इन्वेस्टमेंट एंड द अमाउंट ऑफ इन्वेस्टमेंट ये फीजिबल होना चाहिए, राइट? See, every project is not suitable for every kind of company. The thing which is suitable for Walmart like company, which is a multinational company, cannot be suitable for local XYZ limited company, है ना? So maybe we are going to use the similar policy, similar strategy, but that should be scaled up with this size of business, right? So who would be doing it? Us, right? Compliances and representation, right? Whenever it is necessary, we will do financial compliances and a representation of the department, right? That's a normal scenario. Now, coming to core part, strategic planning, right? There are two people, Allison and Kai. In 2005, they have given or came up with this definition as a part of their research. They said it is an organization's process. Planning is always a process, right? Why it is process? Because it does not only involve let's go and plan. Planning से पहले we have to do a lot of activity, जैसे scanning of internal and external environment. That's a whole bunch of activity. Getting it? So बहुत सारे activities यहाँ पे involve हैं. That's why we say a particular plan making scenario is nothing but a process. अब किसका process है? Defining its strategy. किसी बिजनेस का स्ट्रैटेजी डिफाइन करना एंड क्या, और डायरेक्शन एंड मेकिंग डिसीजन ऑन एलोकेशन ऑफ द रिसोर्सेस, राइट? सिर्फ इतना नहीं कि हमें प्लान करना है, राइट? वी हैव डिटरमाइंड आवर गोल, दैट इज द 50% ऑफ प्लानिंग प्रोसेस. रेस्ट 50 विल बी फाइंडिंग आउट अ सूटेबल कोर्स ऑफ एक्शन and then organizing of resources. Means we have to group up the resources by activities by identifying the similar ones and then we have to allocate the resources. Proper allocation of the resources to each department, each segment or each activity would be the very first step in order to achieve the whole organization's objective. If let's say XYZ department is understaffed or underfinanced or having less machineries and equipment, cannot be effective in terms of their performances. They cannot become effective, right? So neither over of the resources they require, because if they are under, you can say, financed, that would cause them frustrated, right? They will make them frustrated, right? Because you will have so many opportunities but having no budget of doing, right? No budget of you can say capitalizing those all opportunities, or having no human resources who could help you to deal with that situation, right? So overstaffing, understaffing, overfinancing, underfinancing should be avoided. Properly equipped teams should be ready, right? Now this is the whole process of making a strategy, right? So सबसे पहले what we do is develop our mission, vision and objective, है ना? The first move for any organization's plan development. What is vision? Last time हमने बातें की थी, बताओ. Long term goal of the company, or you can say the final objective of the company. Yes or no? Yes. What is a mission? The premises which are helping to complete our vision, to reach to us our vision, है ना? Means अगर 100 year का plan हमारा vision है, तो mission could be decadal plan and objective could be yearly targets. Yes or no? Means on the basis of the tenure of their planning, we can divide them and we can understand them. So let's frame our vision and mission. What is the ultimate objective and what are the actions by which, using which we are gonna achieve our objective, right? तो वो सारा ethicality, morality, right, वो सारा action based approach हम कहाँ पे mission में include करेंगे. Once these guiding forces, means mission and vision are called guiding forces for a organization, because this give you idea कहाँ पे move करना है, right? किससे कंपेयर करना है? दिस इज द स्टैंडर्ड, राइट, अल्टीमेट स्टैंडर्ड. सो दैट वुड बी फिक्स्ड. Once that is done, internal and external analysis, like we discussed in the previous slide, and point 1 will be done. You can conduct a SWOT analysis, है ना? Strength, weakness, opportunity and yes, or you can use the TOWS matrix, TOWS. Threat, opportunity, weakness and strength, right? Here you give priority to threat first, not to strength. In case of SWOT, you give priority to whom? Strength. You build up it and you focus on building up, right? Hiring better employees, managing finances in better manner and dealing with the odds in a most, let's say, attitude, है ना? Proactive approaches in your decision making. This is the highlight of the strategy of SWOT analysis. But in TOWS, you first address to your problem, threats, right? Means you frame your strategies on the basis of your threats. Here you become reactive, right? Then establishing the long-term objective for achieving your mission and vision. Once you did that, generate, evaluate and choose the strategy. Now, this is a simple point, but this can be elaborated into different branch of studies. Generating, evaluating and selection of the strategy. इसमें पूरा strategic management आता है. Getting it? How to generate them? Let's say a normal team of professionals can be called, who would be supplied with existing condition of the business and the environment, क्योंकि आपने internal and external analysis पहले ही कर लिया environment का, right? A team of professional who belong to similar field, who got many experiences, years of experiences for making decision, and who completely know about this enterprise. They would all analyze these data and discuss among them, and they will then frame alternative strategies, each one of them. After making alternative strategies, they would discuss, they would not only discuss but analyze these strategies in terms of their suitability for this organization. They would be, means the hypothesis will be made. What is mean by hypothesis? Assumptions. And these all assumption based statements called hypotheses must be verified or validated with the data. That is what called research. And the most suitable one, the most suitable strategy will be considered as a decision here, right? So what we have done, we have generated, then evaluated, and finally selected what? Strategy. Then implementation. Once strategies at corporate level are being made, they are being, you can say, diluted as they are part of what is called applications. Let's say business strategies, functional strategies, and day-to-day strategies which are made by the executives who are at the final or front, you can say, level, and finally measuring and evaluating the performance. Yes. Good. Now okay. So what we are talking about, measuring and evaluating the performance. We have made a very good strategy. We have executed it well. Do we need to review it? Yes or no? Because until we review it, we would not be able to figure out where are we moving. Are we moving in terms of achieving our overall strategy or objective or not? Right? The plan should be executed in a nice way, but the review must be conducted on a regular basis to ensure that we are moving on a right path, right track. Getting it, guys? Good. So this is called your strategic planning process. If you have any doubt, I'm open for question. No doubts? Let's talk about the benefit of strategic management. The first one, enhances problem prevention capability of the firm. If you closely examine the first point, it is written there, problem solution nahi, problem prevention. Means what? We have to be active. We have to be proactive. Only activeness should not be helping us, right? We should be proactive. Before the problem is hitting us, we are ready to face it, deal with it, है? Let's say there is a forecast of any cyclone. What did I say? Forecast. आने से पहले हमें announcements कर दी गई. What we will do? We'll take up our own valuables and run away somewhere safe, है ना? Maybe property का loss होगा, but life will not be at risk. Yes or no? And that would be a major success. यहाँ पे भी, if there are changes in the environment, we can sense them. And how do we sense them? By having proper mechanism for collection, storage, updation and analysis of data. We do processes at daily basis, right? There's a department called Marketing Information System, or let's say now it is called as Management Information System, right? So your human resource management as well as your outside information like from your customers, from your dealers, from your competitors, from whole you can say environment, external environment, that would be collected on continuous basis, right? When you monitor the trend, like how you invest in the stocks, you keep monitoring the trend for over a long period of time. You identify some stocks who are actually performing well in over a long period of time. You invest your capital into that. What is that? Analysis. On the basis of fact, on the basis of data, on the basis of information. Right? So here we are going to do the same thing, and that is happening because of the strategic management. Then group based strategic decision. Last lecture mein I said that I as a human being, individual, have a proper state of mind, a way of thinking, जिसको हम thought process कहते हैं, right? हर किसी का इंडिविजुअल अप्रोच होता है. आई मे बिलीव वुमेन्स आर नॉट गुड ड्राइवर, forgive me, right? That may be a hypothetical statement. That is my own assumption. But if I see the data, right? If I see the data after collection and analysis of it, right? When we present data, the result may be different. So my individual approach may not be always right. But if a group of professionals are sitting together, they all will discuss about their approaches and the most neutral one will be adopted. Yes or no? Which would be factual, which would be data backed, yani which will be backed by the data. We researchers, when we conduct research on such topics, we are not allowed to give our own ideology. We have to interpret the data. मैं क्या फील करता हूं, मेरा क्या बिलीफ है, आई एम नो वन, राइट? इफ आई पुट माई ओन wisdom into it, mix my own feeling into it, mix my own emotion into it, I would be a biased researcher, and that could predict my result differently, which would be not at all effective. So what actually the data is proving, that should be right and that should be chosen, and this is the facility given by the group decision making, right? Next thing, employee motivation. When we get motivated, see, motivation is a very subjective statement, guys. For some, money is the motivation. For others, respect it. For others, relation with their colleague and superior is a motivation. Right? So it is very subjective in nature. For me it would be different, for you and all, it would be different. Getting it? So like we the human being are so, you can say, weird in our own approaches, that we keep reacting on a same thing differently over a period of time. Stimulus is same, but reaction, the response would be different from the different time being. आप अपना फेवरेट म्यूजिक सुनते सुनते कभी होता है क्या? अभी नहीं सुनना है, right? You get bored of listening that music. Why? Your brain has enough of that, and now it decides that now we will find something else, right? Same thing which you have listened to thousands of times, now you don't want to listen to it. Just a simple approach, right? So here, employee motivation. How employees are motivated here in the organization or by the strategic management, that's very simple. Each one of them will be having clearly defined role. If you know exactly this is the point of action of mine, this is what I am supposed to do, and this is what I am not supposed to do. This is my working time, this is the machinery I am going to use, and this is the timeline which I have to follow. What would happen? I definitely will enjoy working. Yes or no? Like I right now am knowing how much I have to teach to you, what I have to talk about these pointers, because they are pre-decided and they are there in the mind. If I am teaching to some other class the same subject, the explanation may be different for their usability, for their usage. For you it is different, right? Then provide understanding of subgroup responsibilities. Groups may be further divided into smaller teams which are called subgroups. Like let's say marketing is a department. Yes or no? It's a function. Now marketing can be divided into packing, packaging, labeling, branding, salesmanship, sales promotion, and all. The list just goes on. Each activity is specific, is required, and have a greater implication for the overall brand value and usage value of the product. Can we say this is not important and this is most important? No. We cannot list down such processes, right? So here we have to provide understanding by the even smaller teams. And when we frame the policies which are activity based, process based, right, individual strategies will be derived for each of the groups and subgroups so that they can be more effective into their approaches. Are we clear? Then resistance to change reduced. You know what is resistant to change and why the change should be there in the organization? Because environment of business is so dynamic, it keeps changing, altering upon. हमें देखो, we keep demanding different things for same situation sometime, है ना? We behave differently. When we are at home, we behave differently. When we are amongst our friends, we behave differently. And when we are formally sitting in a classroom, we behave differently. है ना? Different set of behavior demand different kind of attributes and products. Market is quite changing, right? चाहे वो कॉम्पिटिटर्स पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से हो, टेक्नोलॉजी पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से हो, इनोवेशन इन्वेंशन पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से हो, या फिर कंज्यूमर पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से हो, इट इज चेंजिंग. एंड सो द चेंजिंग पैटर्न ऑफ द मार्केट शुड बी इक्वेटेड बाय द industry or the company, the firm should also evolve as the market is changing. Why so? Because if you are not there, right, if you are not there to supply which consumers are demanding, you will not be there in the competition. The biggest threat is not to earn a lot of profit. Biggest goal of the company is not to earn profit today, but to survive in this competitive environment. If you keep surviving, definitely you will keep earning. Remember the dinosaur and dolphins? If you do, no? In the concept of management, there is a saying, kahavat hai. Dinosaurs and dolphins, they took birth on the same time on this planet. Management की कहावत है, scientific evidence मत ढूंढो. Dinosaurs, they were big, giant, powerful. Dolphins, tiny, small, है ना, powerless species. तब एनवायरनमेंट में चेंजेस होना शुरू हो गए, टेम्परेचर बढ़ने लगा, ग्लोबल वार्मिंग होने लगा, एस्टेरॉइड्स गिरने लगे. यस और नो? कुछ ना कुछ हो रहा था. क्या हुआ फिर? डॉल्फिन ने क्या किया, अकॉर्डिंगली अपने आप को चेंज करना शुरू किया, राइट. एंड डायनासोर्स, दे थॉट वी आर पावरफुल हियर, I shouldn't be changing according to the environment. Environment should change according to us. Guys, we today have dolphins. They are still surviving, but we do not have any dinosaurs alive. So the moral of the story is, you may be a giant company, multinational company or a global company you are. If you do not believe in changing, do not believe on evolution, you will be nowhere in the market. And no matter how small your business is, but if you keep yourself as trendy as you can, definitely it will lead you towards greatest achievement, right? You will keep surviving in the market. That's what. So yahan pe, if you systematically manage a company, give everyone's their clarity of role, right, then definitely the resistance to change will be minimized. Why do people resist to change, sir? There is a reason, because when we change, we need to again learn new things. We need to again incur, you can say, a lot of hard work so that we can again be equally profitable, right? Resistance to change is reduced by the application of what? Strategic management. You liked it? समझ में आया? Now these 4 points are defining the benefit of strategic planning, right? Strategic planning थोड़ा सा चालू करें क्या, है ना? Strategic planning. We have discussed about the definition of its, right? And now talking about the benefit. First thing is saying improved result and confidence. The result of these strategies, right? देखो, general management and strategic management, if you compare, as the name is suggesting, generally we manage the things, है ना? We haven't been so specified for each of the strategy, for each of the activity of the organization. But in case of strategic management, we focus on every tiny process also, because we believe even a single activity is having capability to influence the overall productivity and profitability of the company. So improve the results and confidence. Second and most important thing is, guys, to focus. It has taught us to focus. Where? On the core activity of the business, right? And what are the core business activities? Planning, है ना? Brainstorming and focusing on the consumer's need. Innovation, inventions, research and development, है ना? Emergence of proper leadership abilities and proper succession planners, right? The leaders who are going to replace the existing leaders, right? These all are the new focus of the business. And the segment where we are supplying our product means our target audience, our target consumers, they are getting the better products. When you go to today on Amazon and all, right, what do you find? आपसे related product आपको मिलते हैं. Why? Because that is using artificial intelligence to summarize the overall bookings which you have made earlier, and then on the basis of that it predicts you the new series of product, है ना? What is that? Customer preferences, right? In every company today you go, every showroom, they will ask for your mobile number on at the time of billing. Why? They are gonna call you? No, they are keeping a record what you have been buying from their store. Sometimes they give you some reward point, 500, 1000, that they are not cash but points, which you can redeem by purchasing some more product from their own store only. Getting it? They are ensuring that you repeat your consumption from us only. That's a strategy, selling strategy. So now we focus, having focus on our product, core activity of the business and the target consumers. Then problem solving. Guys, problem solving is a challenging task for a leader, for an organization, because problems are, you can say, they are inevitable. We cannot avoid them and neither we invite them. Yes or no? We want क्या, अभी बाइक से जाते टाइम पे मेरा एक्सीडेंट हो जाना चाहिए, नहीं, है ना? We pray for the best, है ना? We pray for the best, right? That is what has been done here also. But here, when you become proactive than being reacting on the task, right? The tsunami will come, will wipe up, you will try to rebuild. That's a reactive approach. Before tsunami is hitting you, you are ready to face it, defeat it and lead that, right? That is called a new method of solving your problem, new approach of solving your problem. Teamwork, communication and greater control. You know, teamwork, communication, ये दो अलग अलग concepts हैं. Team spirit. If in the beginning I must have said that organization is never an individual sport. It's a group activity. You need a team play here. If you all are, you can say, performing individually, you are never going to achieve your organizational objective. Henry Fayol's 14 principles of management में भी 6th principle यही है, क्या? Subordination of individual interest into general interest. Of course, your individual achievements are important, but not more than your organizational achievement, right? So that can be ensured by having proper team spirit. Secondly, communication. Communication within organization is a very important factor. It can lead you towards a mess or it can lead you towards your goal achievement process. If strategies, let's say you have drafted a wonderful strategy by using all your you can say attributes of mind, right? Knowledge, etiquettes and all, but the language is very technical. How you narrated the strategy is very technical, cannot be interpreted simply by the lower level of management who have no such kind of expertise. What would happen? Confusion. क्या होगा? कंफ्यूजन होगा. तो आपका ये वेल कोऑर्डिनेटेड जो प्लान बना है, दैट विल हैव नो implication on achievement. It will lead to a complete chaos, right? Strategy should be drafted simple, in simple language, and should be communicated in to all the stakeholders that this is are going to be the next action plan, and ensuring that they have got the information rightly, they have interpreted it in a positive way, right? Greater control. Again, you know what is controlling means? Comparison between actual and standard. Control is necessary, right? Without control, we may be behaving differently because we are not knowing our boundary, right? So letting them to know their boundary and mapping them that everyone is reaching to that boundary, performing as they are expected to perform, must be ensured. So guys, this is the benefit of strategic planning. In case of any difficulty, you can talk to me. थोड़ी देर पहले नाम लिया था माइकल पोर्टर्स 5 फोर्स मॉडल. ये 5 अलग अलग फोर्सेस हैं गाइस, जो हेल्प करते हैं एक कंपनी को फिगर आउट करने के लिए अपना खुद का पोजीशन कहाँ पे, मार्केट में, राइट. सो फर्स्ट वन, राइवलरी अमंग एग्जिस्टिंग कॉम्पिटिटर्स. The first point is saying your existing competitor, he may be adopting the strategy which are, see, always we all are fighting in the same market, we are all are fighting to get more and more consumer. That's well understood goal of the company for each business. That is the first goal, reach to as many consumer as you can. So everyone will be fighting, right? Your existing competitor may come up with such a policy, such a strategy which may hamper your sale. Maybe उन्होंने aggressive penetration use किया है. Sir, what is mean by aggressive penetration? Means penetration is a strategy when you launch a product with a very low price. And aggressive कैसे होगा? उस लो प्राइस के साथ साथ आप हैवीली एडवर्टाइज भी कर रहे हैं. गेटिंग इट? तो दिस इज एग्रेसिव पेनिट्रेशन. या फिर स्किमिंग स्ट्रेटजी. स्किमिंग मीन्स व्हेन द प्रोडक्ट इज लॉन्च एट अ वेरी हाई प्राइस टू इंश्योर दैट दिस इज स्टैंडर्डाइज्ड इन अ प्रॉपर वे. गिव यू बेस्ट एग्जांपल, डव शैम्पू. व्हेन दे लॉन्च इट, 500-400 का जो भी उनका पर बॉटल था, they were not selling in pouches. And if you see the commercials of these product na Dove ka, you will see they are targeting high income group people. Yes or no? Such a models and people they are using, right? And where they are advertising? On television. So television is only for the higher income group people kya? Nahi. They are broadcasting their advertising campaigns to everyone. Right? So slowly a standard has been developed for their product in the mind of lower income group consumers. धीरे धीरे धीरे. And when they properly analyze the market, what did they do? 500 का बॉटल परचेज करना किसी के लिए तकलीफदायक होगा. मे बी जो 4,000 रुपये पर महीने का कमाता रहेगा वो नहीं परचेज कर सकेगा, लेकिन 1 रुपये या 1.5 रुपये का पाउचेस everyone can afford, right? So when their reputation is made, they diluted their product. Getting it? Now threat of new entrants. यहाँ पे हमेशा मैं जियो का एग्जाम्पल देता हूँ. Before Jio's entry in telecommunication market of our country, Airtel, Idea, Vodafone, whatever existing companies were there, were well in profit, working nicely and having a greater sense of demand. We are supplying 3G, है ना, third generation of internet speed. But in 2016, when Mukesh Ambani did announce Jio that it is entering in market, you know what did happen? उस 1 घंटे के स्पीच ने इन सारे कंपनीज को शेयर मार्केट में कोलैप्स कर दिया. एंड द रिजल्ट, वोडाफोन आइडिया कंबाइंड, है ना, दे हैव फॉर्म देयर जॉइंट वेंचर बिकॉज इंडिविजुअली दे फेल्ट वी कैन नॉट सस्टेन दिस कॉम्पिटिशन, वी कैन नॉट सर्वाइव अपॉन, राइट. सो यहाँ पे दिस इज व्हाट कॉल्ड थ्रेट ऑफ न्यू एंट्री. द न्यू एंटरिंग कंपनी में कम अप विद अ इनोवेटिव प्रोडक्ट. 3G का मार्केट में 4G लेके आए, एंड वो भी फ्री में, वो भी 1 साल के लिए, है ना. क्या हुआ? कंप्लीट equations of the market have changed. Bargaining power of the buyers, right? So your buyers always determine what you should produce. If you see 90s के पहले का ज़माना, right, वहाँ पे प्रोडक्ट में कंज्यूमर अपने आप को फिट करता था, है ना, क्लॉथ एंड ऑल यू सी. बट नाउ एवरीथिंग व्हाट वी नीड इज कस्टमाइज्ड. हमें फ़ोन के कवर, टी शर्ट का प्रिंटिंग, चश्मे का इनग्रेविंग, है ना, सेल फोन पे इनग्रेविंग, ये सब क्या चाहिए? कस्टमाइज्ड चाहिए. We do not believe on such products which are commonly, you can say, made for commoners, which are commonly demanded. No, we want specified and unified product made for us, designed for us, right? You go to you can say showrooms, let's say normal clothes, you go to shop, है ना, आप alteration करवाते हैं, है ना, रेडीमेड प्रोडक्ट इज बीन ऑल्टर्ड अगेन. वाई? बिकॉज दैट इज नॉट कस्टमाइज्ड फ्रॉम योर पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू. मे बी एम्ब्रॉयडरी, मे बी कुछ अलग काम, है ना. वाई? राइट, दिस इज द रीजन. कंपनीज आर फोर्स्ड टू डू दैट. वाई? बिकॉज दिस इज द न्यू ट्रेंड अमंग द कंज्यूमर एंड दे हैव टू कोप अप विद द you can say upgrading customers' expectation. Then threat of substitute product or services. Always there is a threat in the market. Acha, tell me what is substitute product means? Substitute product, the product which can be replaced by others. Tea, coffee, है ना, cross elasticity of demand पढ़ा है ना, that happens among the substitute product only. If there is increase in the price of tea, people will demand more of coffee, है ना, क्रॉस elasticity. तो सब्सटीट्यूट प्रोडक्ट, आपका ये प्रोडक्ट नहीं तो दूसरा प्रोडक्ट. गेटिंग इट? सो इफ देयर इज द, अभी पेट्रोल डीजल वाला कार्स का सब्सटीट्यूट क्या है? इलेक्ट्रिक व्हीकल्स. यस और नो? दैट सब्सटीट्यूट. तो ये हमेशा से क्या है? थ्रेट है आपके पर्टिकुलर ब्रांड के लिए, आपके प्रोडक्ट के लिए. देन बार्गेनिंग पावर ऑफ द सप्लायर्स. हु आर दीज पीपल? द वन हु सप्लाई रॉ मटेरियल, द वन हु सप्लाई लेबर एंड द कैपिटल. I can include both, or you can say all three of them. Supplier of capital means हमारे creditors. We need to keep a very good relation with them by giving them expected returns of their investment. Yes or no? That is what they wanted. Why they have not invested their money in secure fixed deposit? Why they have came here to invest in stock market? Reason, they want more of returns. If we can give them, we can keep attracting them towards us. Bargaining power of supplier in terms of human resources. What would happen there? Supplying quality human resources, है ना. There are many industries, guys, who outsource this you can say recruitment process, है ना. जैसे बैंकिंग सेक्टर ने आउटसोर्स करके रखा है, IBPS, इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ बैंकिंग एंड पर्सनल सिलेक्शंस, है ना. गवर्नमेंट ने आउटसोर्स किया है UPSC, यूनियन पब्लिक सर्विस कमीशन, एंड अपने स्टेट का MPSC, महाराष्ट्र पब्लिक सर्विस कमीशन, है ना. दीज आर हायरिंग एजेंसीज who are just verifying the people with their profile, their mental aptitude, and supplying it. Your institute, what it is doing? Yes, ensuring that the membership is distributed among the to those people who are actually at their expected level of mental aptitude, right? So that is the whole Michael Porter's 5 force model or threat model, you can say. ये 5 threat like situations हैं जिससे कंपनीज अपने आप को रेडी करना चाहते हैं, and which is predicted by strategic management. So if you have any doubt you can ask me. नहीं, कोई डाउट नहीं. एक एक को डिटेल में पढ़ते हैं. चलो. नाउ द फर्स्ट पॉइंट, थ्रेट ऑफ न्यू एंट्री, है ना. These many problems can have. First one, amount of capital required for entering in that market or dealing with that particular new entering company. Secondly, retaliation by existing companies, है ना. If some new companies are entering, the existing company can retaliate against that, can become very aggressive in terms of their advertising, or they can initiate price war by lowering their existing prices. There may be legal barriers also. Maybe some of the, you can say, industries are not open for any of the new businesses, रहा जहाँ पे मोनोपोली लाइक सिचुएशन क्रिएट होती है. जैसे गवर्नमेंट के कुछ रिजर्व सेक्टर्स हैं. कैन यू स्टार्ट बिजनेस देयर? यू कैन नॉट, है ना, बिकॉज दोज आर रिजर्व्ड. ऑर्डिनेंस फैक्ट्रीज ऑफ गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया, व्हाट दे प्रोड्यूस? आर्म्स एंड एम्यूनिशन फॉर इंडियन आर्म्ड फोर्सेस एंड फॉर द सिविल यूसेस ऑल्सो, है ना. Now if somebody wants to open a factory into their competition, can it be done? No. Nuclear power plants, if some of the private sector houses are willing to have this kind of arrangement, can they do? No, that is not permitted. So there are legal barriers, guys. Then brand reputation. योर एक्सिस्टिंग ब्रांड, यू आर कंप्लीटली नॉट न्यू. जैसे टाटा ने एक XYZ नया प्रोडक्ट लॉन्च किया. रिलायंस वॉज ऑलरेडी नोन बट जियो के फॉर्म में नया आया, है ना. रिलायंस फ्रेश के फॉर्म में, जियो मार्ट के फॉर्म में, राइट, इट हैज एंटर्ड. Product differentiation. What is mean by product differentiation? See, you cannot keep supplying the common product or same product or ideal product which other businesses are supplying. If you do so, it will not at all be demanded in the market. People don't want common products. They want something exclusive, something unique. If you can supply, they would have demand for it. Access to suppliers and distributors, right? Basically, yes, the new company which is coming, right, may be having greater offer for your suppliers and distributors, है ना. They may maximize the commissions of them, and so they will stop selling the product of existing companies and supply the modern company's product, right, new company's product. Then economies of scale, you should be defining it. What is mean by it? In minimum investment, maximization of क्या? Productivity, output. कम से कम कॉस्ट में ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा प्रोडक्टिव होना, प्रोडक्टिविटी होना, राइट. देन sunk cost, right, the cost which cannot be recovered, है ना, ऐसे टाइप का इन्वेस्टमेंट. एंड फाइनली government regulation, which we discussed here, in legal barriers. These may be the problem faced by any new entering company in an existing market. Did you get it? समझा अच्छे से? Let's take a break of some minute and then we continue.